Guys, I think I made the right choice here. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are checking out a seed that gives you every single legendary joker in the game. The seed is, a Lib. And you can do it on any deck. I'm going to do the Zodiac deck because I love my tarot cards and we love Overstock. Let's jump in. So the goal is pretty simple. We're going to get every legendary card very early on in the game. Let's start off by aiming for a flush. I've played a little bit of this so far, and it is, as they say, kind of an insane build. Let's actually switch to full house. And we're going to get all these legendary jokers very early in the game. So we're going to find our first one right here in the shop in our beautiful Arcana pack. The first 4 Arcana packs all have Soul, which are going to give me exactly what I need. It's a beautiful thing. I'm also, to bump Canio up a little bit, going to pair it with Trading Card, which is going to give us money and destroy cards, which is perfect, because we need to destroy face cards to add multiplier to Canio. So let's continue. Let's use Queens as our, well, let's, okay, first discard around. Yeah, let's use Queens for now and discard, and we'll get that up to ×2. Now, let's see if we can aim for another full house, potentially. We get it. Beautiful. Let's rock this. There's no reason not to. We should blitz through this, no problem at all. Love, 600, absolutely perfect. And let's get our second legendary joker in the shop in this Arcana pack. Another Soul. The person who found this seed must have been over the moon. Like, how do you find a seed like this? It's kind of nuts. So now we have Canio and Triboulet. Triboulet gives me ×2 with all kings and queens. Canio gives me, this one is destroyed. So what I'm going to try to aim for is a combination of these two with glass kings and queens and just kind of rock from there. Just for the money, I'm going to go next round without buying anything else, and we should be okay. Kings and queens are our guys, which makes me not want to use Trading Card right now. I might wait a little bit on that. What are we looking at for cards? We only have 2 queens, so I discard at least a queen. We don't really have anything else. I would love a full house, but I'm a little bit scared to not go for a flush right now. So let's see if we can't get a spade flush and avoid Trading Card for this time. We have 4 spades. We should be well within our right to win this. Let's pop this over and this over. I don't know if that matters, but I'm going to play it anyway. ×2, ×2, ×2. We're at 2,500 immediately, which I love instantly. We'll cash out, open another Arcana pack, get another Soul. As much as I would love Chariot and Death, we're not going to pass up Perkio. Now, Perkio is interesting. I've never had Perkio in a normal run, so I want to make sure I'm using it correctly. I want to use it to the best of its ability. Let's not bloat our deck with non-face cards for now. Let's go into the next round. Perkio gives me a negative copy of a random consumable, which is nuts. Trading Card, Jacks. Let's throw Jacks into Trading Card just for now. I know it's not perfect, but it's probably worth it. We have ×3. I want to make sure we can win. We're at 800. I see a flush potential, but I don't see it with any kings or anything. So let's see if we can find a heart flush instead so we get the king. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's make sure we can get it. See if we find like a queen in here. Yeah, Queen of Hearts potentially. I want to make sure that we have a very, I guess we got to rock this. I don't know if it matters to put the king at the end. I don't think it does because we don't have any like mid-hand mope. Anyway, we get 1900 and we're moving on to our 4th of 5 legendary jokers in one of these guys. Now, I think me choosing the deck we have changes things a little bit because we get tarot cards more often. So we do get the Soul right here for Chico, which we might get rid of. And I think this Arcana pack doesn't have one. Yes, it does not have what we actually need. So, do we Wheel of Fortune off rip? Do we Death? I think we wait on Death. We could go Strength to pop a 10 up to a Jack. I think I want to keep it easy, Wheel of Fortune, nothing there. I want to wait until we get Glass and stuff before we start to get crazy with Death and that kind of thing. But I do want to find, like, a death or a... Well, I forget what the glass tarot card's called. I want to get those going pretty soon, so we can start to get our AAA and Canio working. For now, I don't want to get rid of a king, so we're not going to trading card right now. We have 3 9s. I do kind of want to go for a full house. A little bit risky to go for if we don't get it, but everything, we have the same amount of every card. So I'm just going to go for it with aces and kings and hope we get an ace or a king. Yikes. Little bit spooky. Little bit spooky. Hopefully an ace or a king. Not finding it. Does a 3 of a kind get there, though? I don't know if it does. I might throw these in there as well, just to see what does 3 of a kind do for us. Okay, not great. 2, 3, 4, 6. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Maybe we risk it for the flush. I just want to be safe, although we don't get the king in it, but I'm going to go for it. We get a little bit of extra points. Does a flush get us there? That's the question. A little bit spooky. I don't think we get 600 from a flush. 800. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A little bit spooky. We get out of there, though. Not too bad. We do get Blueprint. Now, this is interesting because we haven't gotten all of our jokers yet. But Blueprint is so hard to pass up, I think we may sell like a Chico. Let's see if we find an Arcana first, just for fun. We are going to get a death. We're going to get strength. We're going to get some interesting pieces. Let's make another king for now. There's no harm in doing that out of a 3. And I'm going to take Blueprint. We could get rid of trading card just to keep the legendaries for now. And then we pop that towards Canio, depending on our hand. And we go next. I think that's fine. Decreased level of poker hand. We haven't touched that yet. Doesn't matter because we got Chico in here putting in work. Do we want to aim for a spade flush, or do we want the king involved? We do have now we're fine. With our Blueprint, we can get a spade flush, and we're fine. Hold on. Who do we have here? We don't have the last legendary, which is not a big deal. I think this just wins. We have times, what is that, times 9 technically? Yeah, we're golden. 2,600. I love that. Now we'll see what's in this shop. We get Mr. Bones. We got the Duo. I love these cards. I don't think they're going to come into play too much in this run. We'll open up Arcana to see if we get the Soul. We do. So now this is going to give us the... Oh man, what's his name? I'm going to look it up. We're going to get Yorick out of this. Do we drop Chico for Yorick? I think we do because I want Yorick early. So we're going to throw Yorick in here. And every single legendary has been achieved in this run so far, which is diabolical, though that's a real thing that you can do and somebody found. We'll pop seed money. We'll go into the next one. Chico is not great. You know, I don't know much about this game, but I know that that's true, so I'm not too concerned. Yorick's going to be great because we're going to try to max out our discards every time. For now, Canio is our leader, but if we can max out our discards, we're in a good spot. We still don't have anything. So my full deck, I guess I have an extra king. And 1 less jack and 1 less 3. So it's probably worth it to do this for all of the discards for Yorick. Yorick, by the way, 1 mult, or times 1 mult every 23 discards. I have 18 left. So we'll get through that pretty easy. Ooh, we do have flush potential. I'm going to go for the flush so we can discard more. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I thought this was a spade for a moment. We have 2 discards to get 3 spades. If we get there, we're golden. I'm gonna go for it. Ooh, we could have thrown. There's potential we've thrown. Give me 2 spades. Give me 2 spades. That's really big. I mean, that's really large. And, oh, I thought it was a straight flush. That would have been cool, but that is fine. We pop our times 2s. We pop our times 9 with these 2, and we're golden. Let's get some glass in here. Let's get some, let's get some fun stuff that can really start to boost AAA up a little bit and Canio. These 2 I'm not too worried about. Perkio I want to get involved, though. Ooh, okay. I like this early. Let's get a bunch of money with Perkio, with the Hermit, and then we'll start to build higher numbers later on. But at the moment, we're okay. We do need to watch out for the boss blind. Play only 1 hand type. So let's consider that. What do we need? What do we have? We can definitely get Yorick up another. So let's aim for maybe another flush because it's kind of easy. Although we lose the queen, but we're not going to get a heart flush. We do get the full flush. Let's see if we get anything better. Only 3 discards, which I don't love. Can I get a better spade? We don't, but that's okay. With Yorick times 2, this times 3, this times 3, we should be fine to win with a flush here. I sure hope so. We do. Okay, not by a lot. Starting off early, not doing anything too crazy. I'm trying to get our money up. I do want to open both of these because I love an Arcana pack. So I'm going to, because I'm greedy. Nothing great in here. We can lucky card if we want to. Kinda no reason not to lucky, I guess. Nothing too insane. We'll pop those. I'm gonna open this because I'm greedy and I want. We are given justice. That's what I want. I think I want to go glass kings because we have the most kings. And then we'll start to strength, or not strength, we'll start to death into there. Let's wait until I have $20 and then we'll start to pop all the hermits that we have. We can get a full house on this. My question is, do I go for 4s or 7s? It does not matter. Let's go for the higher number. Okay, now we have aces and 10s. We have any extra 10s? We don't, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Whoa. Aces and 10s gives me more points. We are given... Now we're getting... Okay. Yo, can I get a third of a card instead of 7 pair? That'd be so sick. Appreciate it. I don't really want to use the glass king this early. Although I do have 3 kings. I'm risking it here if I go for this. There's a higher chance for me to get another king than there is to get another 10. So I'm going to discard this, hoping for a king. It was not the play. We play this and hope for a king. We see how this builds. We're almost a fourth of the way there just with that. Okay, we should be okay, but I did forget that we don't have a boss blind off. So we should be okay. We have a lot of mult that's building us, and then we have our kings. Then we have some 4s right here. Let me actually play this smart so we have the most opportunity for another pair later. We're good. Okay. Okay. All right. Hey, wasn't a fan of that, but I forgot Tribulate was going to get involved. Not the most ideal thing that I've ever done. Let's do this because this later is going to give me a negative Joker slot. Again, I don't like using all my money like this, but it's fine because we have $80 right here once we start to actually earn some money for the first time. We could go straight on this to get kings and queens. I don't really know where to go with this. We could go for flush potential. We have almost a straight right here. I do think it's probably smart to go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we can throw meaningless discards away because we have our... Is it called a royal straight? I don't know if that's a real thing. It's kind of just a straight, but I'm going to call it a royal straight because that sounds cooler. Easy win up at 34,000. You can see the potential of the build early on, but we have a long way to go. Emperor, I don't really want to buy anything. I want our money to continue to build. As long as we can get above this number, we're okay. More potential for full houses. Let's pop this to see if we can get a 10 or a queen. 10 or a queen. Just a 10 or a queen, please. Scared. I'm scared now. Okay, I gotta relax with that for sure. Ooh, we don't have many queens. So I forgot that we deleted a queen earlier. That was stupid. So these are gonna go. Then we have 10s, 9s, and a king. Is this the play? This could be the correct discard. Ooh, okay. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. We lose some money because we use hands. But at this point, we're not going to get the king. So I might high card king. Ooh, it's not even going to get involved. That's okay. I just need 1 10 or 1 9 at some point. We're going to get a lucky 10. Maybe that pops. Who knows? You pop. 20 bucks is nice, but we win. Okay. The 20 bucks is... Oh, that means we can use... Okay, we can use all hermits now, get a ton of money, and then maybe transfer for something else to pop up out here. Because we're about to get $20. $20. $20. $20. And now we can re-roll a little bit. Maybe get something better. I also want to level up my actual hands themselves, of course. The problem is we're not building into anything yet. I do know there's some potential for polychrome glass red seals later, and so it maybe makes the most sense to go for 3 of a kind, flush 5s, something like that. Let's buy this for now. We'll hold on to it unless we find something better as we reroll. Love and Ice Cream, polychrome, not taking it. Priestess, okay. I don't want to use all our money. Let's open this, see what we find in here. Okay, and here is what we're looking at, polychrome cards. Now, this is interesting, okay. It is a polychrome, which is very nice, and I still might take it. The problem is it's not a queen or a king, so we lose out on AAA work. I'm going to take one, because I think that's important. Let's open up Celestial, start to get some, you know, maybe 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind. We'll start to level up a lot of things. We're going to have a lot of money because we can continue to Hermit, at least through these next couple rounds. So I'm just going to use it, because who cares? Another $20. 1 and 7 face down is not a big deal. We, again, don't have a lot of shenanigans in this deck. So we are kind of forced for the ×3. Okay, so now Yorick might carry us for a little bit. We can definitely get rid of maybe the low half of things. See, okay, jacks, 10s, love. This, no way that's a jack, right? We have 2 jacks, we have 2 10s. We could do this and hope for a full house, so we don't get any queens or kings. We gotta relax with this full house shenanigans not giving it to me. That is a guaranteed jack. And so we should be, is this polychrome? Just in case that's a polychrome, putting it in the back. It is. We get a little bit extra bonus. Actually, don't think it matters where that goes. We are barely beating these hands, but the potential once we get Perkio moving is massive. But we just need the right stuff. And for now, we're gonna rerolls are $2 less. We are going to Arcana Pack into Death. Let's jump a queen. So we have another queen. Let's open a standard pack. We get a king. Is that worth it? Do I want to bloat? I don't really know if I do, but I'm gonna take it for now just to help out early game. Get Hierophant, I don't love. None of these are great. We do have a negative delayed gratification, which is very unhelpful because of Yorick. We'll buy it for now because it's, I mean, technically free. And then we'll dabble maybe with selling it later. Once, I mean, I guess it can stay forever. Doesn't really matter, but if we need money, we can sell it. Because it, obviously, I'm gonna want to discard for Yorick. We have kings immediately. We have the jack. We don't have any extra jacks, so let's, I really don't like banking on full houses, but let's just see. It's going to give it to me immediately. Love that. Let's keep the Glass King for now. Yeah, I don't want to risk losing that, I don't think. So let's throw this discard. Now we can just discard for free. Let's throw in the Lucky, though. And then that'll work. We'll go here, 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 here. The kings are going to give us bonuses. That's going to pop for Lucky. Okay, I wanted the money Lucky, but that's fine because we win by a lot. Ooh, suboptimal Joker order. We need Blueprint to copy Yorick because it's higher because we have not been glassing very much. I really want a better card to take over Hermit in this slot, and we are not getting that right now. Moon isn't the play. One more? Man, not much. Let's upgrade our full house because I want to. It's probably smarter to throw planet cards up here so we can upgrade a hand a bunch. But I don't know if I want to do that because I don't know what type of hand we're trying to get right now. Empress Moon is fine. We get some extra money with this guy. Let's just continue. Let's Hermit again. We'll keep that going. We only need 16,000, which should be doable. We have a straight, which is fine. Let's throw that in there. I don't think we win with a straight. We might, though. Do we get by? We don't. Very close, which is good. I'm hoping for that because now we get to discard as much as we can for Yorick to grow. And 2 pair should get us there, no problem. Honestly, 1 pair might, but I want to get as much value as I can. It is a full house. This wins by a mile. Let's see what our potential is with 3 queens with upgraded full house. 283,000. Okay, I see the vision. We get a lot of money. Give me something better to put in here. Let's Arcana for... We could glass again. We could Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to glass the queen, because now we can start to work a little bit on that front. The queens, because I want to get Canio working a little bit more. I haven't found the Hanged Man either out of Arcana, which is unfortunate because I do want to. One more. Yo, we're not finding anything that I want. Hermit's fine, but we need to start building. Let's keep 3 of a kind going up. And is that now better than full house? It is by a mile, so we will go that route from now on, which is easier. We have the hook. We pop Hermit. Oh, wait, I'm really throwing this right now. I should put Blueprint over Perkia. What am I doing? I guess it doesn't matter for Hermit that much, but I am missing a ton of potential there. Let's go for 3 of a kind. We have probably Jacks and 7s are going to be the best option. Well, we get 4 of a kind 7s, which I don't need. So I'm just going to continue to discard as much as I can, because we have the 3 of a kind that should get us there no problem. Can't imagine this doesn't make it, but if it doesn't, beautiful. Okay, not by a ton, but it's definitely fine. All right, now we get to actually lock in and do better. We get potential for better jokers. Let's pop an Arcana pack. What do we get? We get Fool, which could give me another Hermit, of course. We could keep going with the Emperor, but that doesn't feel like it's the vibe. Can I get... I guess I don't really want Hanged Man right now. Let's just pop a Fool, and then we can use it for $20, right? Still waiting for something to work. 3 of a kind could be the build later on. Let's pop this. Temperance. That probably was a better thing to copy than Hermit. Let's be real, but I'm looking to swap Hermit over at the moment. Okay. Let's consider this. Now we have Photograph. And Photograph is very interesting. I don't think that matters that much. It's just first played face card. It's great and all, but I don't think it's worth selling any of these guys. In-hand abilities, we don't really have that. Let's open a planet pack and see what we find. We'll do Mars for 4 of a kind, as we're going to try to move this into a realm where we just have a bunch of the same glass face card over and over and over again. One more. Strength. That's interesting. I don't actually know if I'm going to go Strength. How does Strength help us? We could just continue to level stuff up. Strength probably is good. Okay, we're going to do this. Hear me out. We're going to move this over to Perkio. Next round, we get that. Okay. Now we're being smart with our brain. We have 2 strengths for free. So I can start to just level stuff up that we need. Like this. And then we go here. And we level this up. And now we have an extra queen. It's going to take a little while to get where we want to go. But I'm just going to essentially take normal cards and upgrade them, and then try to destroy aces if I can. I want all kings and queens. I want them all to be glass, polychrome, red seal, and we cook. That's the plan. If we can get to that point, we're golden. But a DNA might be helpful at some point. Let's go for a full house if we can. You're now ×6, so then we put this back over here. Let's not forget to do that. We have our full house, and we will rock it with this. We go bink, 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 bink. Maybe we lose the queen. I don't actually know if that would be good or bad, but we definitely get an extra ×1 with Canio now at ×4. This is still ×6, so best to put Blueprint here. We move it over to Perkio again. AAA is going to do its thing later. This I would love to get copies of, but Strength is more important, so I'm buying and using it. Now, Spectral Pack. They are giving me... single random rank is so risky, although there's only 1 king. But -1 hand size is tough. I don't really want it. Destroy 1 random card. Add enhanced aces. I also don't care about. I'm skipping. I have no interest in that. Let's open up this, see if there's anything really interesting in here. A normal jack. No thanks. We have... neither of those seem interesting to me. I'll buy and use Venus again. Our 3 of a kind is looking very nice. The duo's fine. Diet Cola's okay. Devil exists. Ooh, we could... Maybe I buy this and we just see which one it gives me 2 of every time. Kind of no reason not to. This would be beautiful, but I don't have any room, so I'm not going to take that route. Idle's going to be decent later, but not right now. Let's just keep getting a lot of money. We get more strength, love. All right, we'll go big blind. Now we can continue. Actually, let's start here for strength. Get the jack up to a queen. Let's go here. Use strength. And then I'm going to keep justice. I want to keep both of these because we're going to keep getting negatives of both of them. And I want to make some glass queens and all that. So now we discard and we hope for a full house right here. Or a 3 of a kind, actually. We don't want full house anymore, which is perfect because that means we get to maximum discard every time because we're just looking for a 3 of a kind. We're not looking for a full house. Beautiful. Our max is about 97,000, which isn't super great. Oh, I didn't move blueprint over. Never mind. It is not that at all. It's about 6 times that amount. Let's get a ton of money. And let's go into Spectral. We're looking for red seal glass, potentially. Destroy 5 random cards. It's not awful, but I want to upgrade the cards rather than destroy them. It doesn't really give me much to do that. And also... this is really nice. I can add another Joker. This could be the play, actually. For now, let's do it. We get negative Canio, which is really nice because we're keeping Canio. We now have an open slot for a Joker to come in. I don't know what we're going to find, but that's a lot better than what we had. I think that's the play with a 3 of a kind build. We're not really going steel build with this necessarily, so I'm not, like... too concerned about having a big hand afterwards. Create a tarot card when it's selected. No thank you. No thanks there. Every card played in scoring. We have a ton of money, so I really can just look for a while for what we find. And I can... well, let's pop this, right? Oh, it's terrible. I mean, we'll keep it for now. I'm going to go one more reroll. Magician. Oh, just kidding. We'll do another reroll. Because that is a lot of money. No interest in this. Could add sell value, but again, I'm not really going to sell any of these other than maybe Yorick at some point. Yorick's very nice, though. We do get death. Ooh, whoa, whoa! Okay. Guys, calm down. You guys are really going over the rails? We're buying Brainstorm, which is then going to copy Yorick, and so is Blueprint. So we have Brainstorm copying Blueprint for 3 times Yorick, which we will then eventually swap over to Canio. Wait, but first, Perkio. It's going to give me 3 of whatever we want. Do I want Justice or Strength? We are going to sell Strength for now, because Death is more important. Those are both fine. We reroll once more just for the funsies of it. We go next round. Get a bunch of Justice. Okay. Now, I'm going to look for... we have 3 of a kind here. It's interesting. We do have a bunch of kings, a bunch of queens, a couple of jacks. I would love to make a bunch of glass cards here. I also don't really want to lose all of the glass cards, and we have a 3 of a kind. How is our 3 of a kind doing versus 4 of a kind? 4 of a kind is better, but I don't really care, because we should be fine. I just don't want to only discard 2, because I want Yorick to continue to build. Let's actually move Yorick back over. I'm gonna go for all 5 of these for the discard, because we get a couple of guys. That's fine. We now can Justice both these queens and the king, just like that. And then, if I want to, I can aim for 10s. I'm kind of feeling greedy enough to aim for... I can't possibly get 3 of a kind kings. It's definitely doable, but it's not worth it to risk it all. So I'm gonna go for queens and hope for the best. We don't get it that time. A little bit scary here, but we have a lot of hands if we need it. We aren't gonna get it now. If I really need to, I can death into a queen. We lose death for Perkio, but it's not the end of the world. Let's just see what this does. That's wild, and that's wild work, right? So I know that if I do this, we win, and I'm not worried. It's just a pair. That matters not to me, because we're looking at 1.3 million and the build is starting. We have Brainstorm, we have Blueprint, we have 4 legendary jokers, and 1 random negative that I do not care about. Let's open an Arcana pack. We're looking at Hermit probably here, because I don't have really room for anything else. We could look for Spades and try to change things over. I don't really care enough, so we're going to Hermit for 20 bucks. Then we open a Planet pack to hopefully get 3 of a kind. We don't. Let's level up a pair. I don't think we're going to end up with a pair build, but might as well, and we'll do Full House. There's no reason not to level those up. Now we can dabble with this a little bit. Man, we haven't found a single Hangman. Baseball card is fine. Hit the road, whatever. Some lucky cards. Don't really care. We'll pop a Mars. We have $147. So I can play around with a lot of these. Full House, not really worth it. Fool. It doesn't matter because it's Mars. I would buy that, and we can get some of these, but I like both. This is our whole build right here. Justice and Death is our entire build, and then we kind of just have to hope for red seals at some point. Oh, I goofed it. I hate when I do that. I didn't put Blueprint where it needed to be, so I missed out on 2 extra deaths, but we can death 1 thing here. Yo, this smaller hand size is scary. It's a bigger issue than I thought it was. I hope we find, we should be fine, but I just hope we find better options for red seals and stuff later. Let's do, I almost don't even want to do the 10. We have 3 of a kind jacks, so I can do this for sure and discard, and then we get a 2 into a king, which is a lot better than a 10, because 10 I can just strength upwards. And then jacks, this is in the right spot. Beautiful, this should be golden. This is going to be a lot of points. It was 5.5 million. We only needed 35,000. We're in a good spot. This is looking good, but I need more stuff. Right now, I don't think we change anything out for Blueprint or Brainstorm, kind of regardless of what we find. I could see the argument for Yorick leaving once we get Canio popping, but we'll have to see once we get there how that works out. Let's do pair again. Doesn't hurt to build a pair build just in case we end up in that direction. I don't think we will be. Now that's a fun group, right? We could look to upgrade this with strength a bunch of times, but I don't think any of these are worth it because they're far away. Whoa, okay. Wow, okay. That's interesting, and that might be worth it later on than some of the stuff we have, because we're looking to glass. I have to get by where we are now, but the goal is to have a bunch of glass cards and then just keep breaking glass cards. And this is polychrome. We almost have to take it. We have a negative Canio. This is a negative, so it doesn't matter. We have Yorick, Perkio, and Tribule. We almost have to say goodbye to Yorick right now, which is about to be ×8 mult, but Canio is about to start to cook, I hope. I'm gonna get rid of Yorick. Buddy, I'm so sorry. I know you're my guy right now, but Glass Joker has to go in, and I think we leave that right at the end. I think that's fine to be there, especially with Polychrome. I want that to pop last. We are gonna make sure we pop, not Tribulate. Perkio actually should be here because now we're copying twice. We re-roll just to see what we land on. Flush. Greedy Joker, that's fun. That's fun, Polychrome, but not actually gonna use that. Earth. No. Okay, next round, we get 3 deaths, which is incredible. So now we look for... This short-ass hand has me scared, brother. But it's fine, because now we can death a 2 into the king. Leave a Glass King. We death a 5 into the king. Wait, no, that's Justice. Oh, interesting. Oh, I thought it made 3 copies of 1 card, but it does actually change it up. So now we Justice a queen. We have a pair of kings. How many aces do we have? Only 2 more. So I probably get rid of that. Jacks can also go, and I think here we just kind of figure out where we're going. We could go queens. I think I Justice the other queen into a glass, and then we just discard these 3 and hope for the best. Which one do I have more? I have more kings. So we discard all of these for a king. Wow, saved by the bell with jacks. Love that, meaning I don't have to risk the glass cards yet. But next round, Ooh, yeah, okay. No, we can risk the glass. Hey, it's okay to risk the glass. I'd actually like to lose 1 just to get Cameo. Oh, I didn't move Cameo over. We would have been fine. I keep forgetting to do it. Our power is very high if I'm not stupid. I just gotta lock in, guys. Alright, lucky card for sure. You can make lucky. Can you make lucky glass? I don't know if you can make lucky glass. It's an enhancement. I don't think you can. So for now, let's just bonus, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I have 2? Dude, I don't know. Do we want clubs? What do you have for suits? Are they all the same? We have a couple of diamonds. Let's star some stuff. We'll go here. Here for a star. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just doing this for fun. Let's re-roll a little bit. We get a bunch of money out of this. And I think we actually let interest cook a little. In here, that's fun, especially for a 3-of-a-kind build, but I'm not going to go that route. We'll go next round. Death, justice, death. I like. All spade cards are debuffed. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. So I want to death things into things that are going to work successfully. A lot of our kings are... Ooh. Okay, we have this glass king and a couple of glass queens that are hearts, which is fine. So let's honestly get rid of all of these and just see what we find on the redraw. There we go. Okay, so we're going to here. We death in. And then we go here. And we can death this in. We have 3 queens to rock. So now maybe we just go like this and see if we can find something else to make glass. No. Here. What do we have? I could glass this jack to try and strength it up a notch later. I don't really care that much on keeping justice here and not using it, because we can look at our full potential. If we want... Ooh, it's probably better to tribulate this first, right? Yeah, I think so. And then this pops once glass. Yeah, let's do this for now. Let's see how this goes. It's going to be a very high number. And we just let these build. We lost 2 of them. That's good and bad. But that was 66 million points. So I don't know if that was a net positive or negative. Here we go. Extra hand size, we get it right back. Paintbrush saves the day once again. We Arcana, and we can Justice here if we want to, which is why I don't really care that much. Ooh, this is perfect. Okay, we take this, we Justice into glass, and then check this out. Bink, bink, we Strength both jacks up into queens. Oh, yeah. It's looking good. We're looking for probably red seal. Ooh, oh my gosh, there's a lot going on here. We could, of course, red seal a glass card. That's great. We could create 2 more glass cards. Red seals are really nice because we have Tribulate. This doesn't come into play. It's really just Tribulate, but if I double copy Tribulate into a red seal glass, that's probably the most important. So I think it's better to red seal a glass card and just try to death into it a bunch. I might... How many glass cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not bad. I might sell this so we can get just a bunch of deaths. And I'm going to. Let's now pop Perkio over. We'll reroll for other things. This guy's back. Let's buy and use Mars just in case we wanna or need to use it. Definitely buying Venus, level 7 and 8, and this is level 7 to 8. Okay. Might as well. We have a lot of money. Empress here. Wheel of Fortune. Let's use... No. Okay. Unfortunate. Let's save here. Now we get 3 more deaths. Very large blind, which is a little bit scary, but not really. I just want... Okay, now it gets interesting. Because now I discard everything I can to try and get that king. We have 3 of a kind. Give it to me. Oh, I want it so bad. I think we honestly save the deaths fully for until we draw this king. I would love more than anything to make it polychrome. But alas, I don't think that is the... I don't think that's very realistic to think of. This now has 2.5 times malt. This is actually extremely important. You know what's interesting? If I were to copy this twice, it still only gains 0.75, right? It doesn't gain like 0.75 2 more times. That would be silly. Let me know in the comments, because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's throw these 3. Should be golden. We don't get the lucky for money, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. I didn't even move I didn't even move Perkio out of the way. That's fine. We are chilling. I gotta remember to do that every time, though. There's almost no reason to even open the buffoon packs at all, so I don't think I'm going to do it. Star, blue joker, just kind of looking for anything that catches my eye. Maybe one, I guess I'll level up pair and go one more. I'll reroll one more time at $8. Chariot, no. That's fine. We go next, we get a bunch more deaths, and please give me that. Ooh, there she is, and she's beautiful. It is smarter to wait for a polychrome. But that's just, the chances of that happening are so low that I just kind of can't imagine that's realistic to look for. So we are going to death everything we can into, not everything, because these are nice. I will discard all of these probably, and then we'll death some more into the Red Seal Kings, and we'll use more Perkio later to continue this strategy. Is there any reason to even discard here? Yorick's gone. So now we just do this, and we look at, this is going to be our highest potential right now. We have to move probably Triboulet to here, right? Because it's going to give, I actually don't, that's got to be worth it, right? It does. And Kenio, Perkio doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. Triboulet being here probably is the optimal order. We just look at the number. We just see, how high do we get at this point in the game? It's moving. It's a big number. Wow, we are at E12. Holy moly, E12, and we haven't even beaten the base game yet. Whoa, okay. Interesting. We're going to keep going 3 of a kind build. 4 of a kind's fun, but it allows me to maybe at some point go, like, steel card? I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't even make sense to... Oh, we could Baron. If we find a Baron, then we get rid of, like... I don't know. I don't know who we get rid of. Don't give me that choice at some point. That's scary. Buy and use. We get a bunch more money. Emperor. Flush. I almost don't even want to see a Baron. If I see a Baron, I'm going to cry because I don't know what I get rid of. Couldn't be Canio. Maybe. I don't know. We have to wait for... Oh, dude, if I goof that one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. We do get it, too. That's so unfortunate. We could have deathed so many times into that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see if we can get non-Red Seal Kings, because I don't want to break all of them. So we can probably win just with these 3 pretty easily. So we shall go that route. I want money, normal, and the Red Seal to cook. Give me money. Oh, 20 molt's fine. We definitely win. I don't need to put a glass. The glass is very strong. Obviously, 8 billion points. We're going endless mode. That's easy. I would like now to move Perkio over and to also not forget that rerolls cost $2 less. That's huge because we are going to be rerolling a bunch, even though we have a ton of money. We go Mars. We'll open up the other planet pack, see what we're looking at. Looking for Venus. Love. I think Venus is probably more realistic to go for. Obviously, 4 of a kind is a much stronger hand at the moment. But there's kind of no reason. Do we go Flush 5 at some point? Is that what we try to do? Maybe I go Flush 5 build. I could switch it over. We haven't even played one yet. But that feels like it's the biggest thing to do. That feels like the smartest play. This is really interesting. Re-trigger all played face cards. Is that better than Glass Joker? It might be better than Glass Joker. Wait, let me really think about this. Let's do some thinking. Canio is going to start... Wait, what is this one? Gains 0.75 for every glass card. This is when every face card. So this is just Canio, but a little bit worse. And it's not negative, but it is polychrome. But that's just 1.5 flat. This is going to re-trigger everything we get with Triboulet later on. I think we sell Glass Joker and take Sock and Buskin. I think that's the play. Let me know if that was a bad choice, but I'm pretty sure that was smart. We'll re-roll a couple into Venus again. Just for fun. Re-roll again. Emperor, Mercury. I don't even think we take Mercury. I think we're going for Flush 5 build at some point. We'll go next round. Perkio's in the right spot. Beautiful. I mean, that's gorgeous. Give me that red king, or give me a red king. Whoa. That's not what I asked for. Give me that red king. Okay. Red king, red seal, there we are. And then we go here. We go death. We take the 9. We can death. It honestly doesn't matter what I change into it. I'm actually just going to do this. What are aces doing for me right now? And I may... This is so risky because I could lose so many of these, but I want to unlock flush 5 so I can start to find it in the shop. And we have now a good amount of red seal kings. I could lose like 3 of these, but that doesn't really end my run. Let's move... This is interesting. Is this better or is this better? I actually don't think it matters. Played kings and queens and then re-trigger all face cards. Because this is just going to make this happen again. Is it the same? Why this is weird. Because this is going... If this is here, right? We multiply the king. No, because re-triggering is going to give the red seal again, which I think is better than just this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the play. Triboulet is going to move over here. So we have Sock and Buskin is for all the red seal friends. Perkio moves over for the next round. Let's just see what we're looking at. Let's see what we're looking at for a flush 5, which is obviously a very high point value. I think this was correct. Guys, I think I made the right choice here. I think I've played smartly at this point because I'm seeing E50, E60. Oh my god, it's E19. That's gross. We lost 1 or 2. This is now times 9, which is great. We've lost a couple of glass cards. Not the end of the world. We shift Perkio over. We can open a tarot pack, which is great. Give me death. This is going to give me death, though. We do have this, but I don't really care. I just want another death. Like, there's no reason not to do that. Let's see. Wow. Let's open a planet pack, see what pops out. I'm still gonna go for... Oh, these are terrible. Do flush. I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm doing. So do Mars. Buy it. It's $3. There's kind of no reason not to mess around with it a little bit. Pluto, Mercury. Ancient Joker is going to be really interesting. Especially if at some point we are all the same card with no other cards, but I can't sell anything right now to make room for that. Let's next round. 4 deaths to go into this round with. We do not get what we want, but I can discard all 5. We find it, we go here, and we begin our death march again with more Red Seal Glass Kings for an unreal amount of work. We are starting to thin out that bottom of the deck quite a bit. Let's see if we can find 2 more. We go here, we death this. We death the 8 into the kings. It's a little scary, but we're deathing so many of these that it doesn't really matter. You know what's crazy? 4 of a kind is so much better than flush 5. This is going to show us our highest possible build. You know what? Why play if we've already played flush 5 once? Although, if we unlock Telescope, I'm going to want flush 5 to be my guy. So it makes the most sense to play flush 5 right now. We're upgrading Canio a lot if we play flush 5s, but I need to play a flush 5 9 more times and then find Telescope, but I think it's worth it to at least try that. We look at it again. Oh, I didn't move Perkio over. I actually don't think it matters. I'm gonna go out on a whim. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark here and say it doesn't necessarily matter that we didn't move Perkio. At 5E13, I think we're okay. Let's go here. As much as I would love to throw in a photograph, I do not think it compares to the rest of the build. Delayed gratification is so lame and so pointless, but later on it'll be a decent moneymaker, I guess. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, because eventually we're going to have all kings. I don't really know why I opened this, but we're going to skip it. Let's take a peek. We can go Venus, I guess. Now I just look for Planet X, which is definitely what I want. Don't have any interest. Eris? No, Eris is what we're looking for. Yes. Flush 5, baby. What is Planet X is just 5 of a kind, not a flush 5. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we will buy and use the Fool to become another flush 5. It maybe makes sense to keep this here for Perkio, but I'm not going to because I want death more. Let's go one more. Straight mold cards. Okay. Perkio's in the right spot. Next round. Beautiful death. Only play one hand. Hey, I'm not worried about doing that. I'll tell you right now. We go here. And I honestly think I get rid of my Jack. I'm not going to do it yet. There's no reason to. But that Polychrome Jack, it just doesn't really need to be there. I'm not going to use it. If I can make these Polychrome, that would be crazy. And then we continue our Death March, I'm going to call it. But we're going to have a lot of work to do to change our 43 cards all into Polychrome after. But it's doable. It's just the fact that we can change one of these to Polychrome is probably pretty minimally viable. I wish this was Spades. We can actually grab... I forget what the tarot card is to move everything to Spades, but we could do that. The fact that we don't even get through our first king and we win the entire thing is insane. We lose more. Canio is now looking at plus 14 molt. And did we use any? We didn't. Oh, delayed gratification. Beautiful. We didn't even use any discards. That's what I'm looking for. Let's use this. Let's be specific here. Buy and use this to make another death. Then we buy and use Temperance. Then oh, that was stupid. I should have done that first. Then we open both planet packs for Ceres or Eris. Why do I keep thinking it's Ceres? What's the difference? Isn't there a Ceres? I don't know. I don't really know. There's so many planets in here that I didn't even know existed. Full house, 3 of a kind. We'll go 3 of a kind, I guess. Just in case we find the need to use it. But now, this is good because we can find what we need. Glass card again, no interest. Every Jack, no. I guess I'll get this. $2, right? It's so cheap to use a Mars. There's no reason not to. We get all of this money. One more reroll. Mars again. I'm going to reroll until there's something that I don't want. Strength is decent, but this is going to do it. We have Perkio in the right spot. 4 deaths going into the small blind of ante 10. Obviously, our kings are still here that we can death into. And I simply shall. I might even just get rid of the normal queen. Like, what am I using queens for right now? Right? I'll keep the glass queen for fun, I guess. Well, I mean, there's literally no reason not to just discard. Well, I get some money if I do. So let's death this. Play my flush 5. Hope for Telescope at some point. Maybe lose some glass cards. The problem is if it's only glass cards, I am going to run out of cards if they keep breaking. So that is a little bit of the risk we are playing at the moment. We only have 40 cards, and eventually we're going to run out of cards. How do you avoid that? How do you not let that happen? I'm a little bit worried about it. Can I get Polychrome to something? Red Seal. I don't know what I want to do with this. What? I mean, sure, I can Red Seal the Queen. I don't know, dude. There's no reason not to do it. Literally no reason not to. Mega Standard just to take a peek. There is nothing in here that I have interest in. We'll reroll a couple of times. Look for Eris. I want the Eris. We are given Hanging Chad, and now that is a little bit intriguing because we have all of our nonsense. This would go really well with Baron, but I would need both of those to really make it worth it, and I'm not going to get both of those. World is Spades. Just going to buy and use this. I don't actually think World is helpful, especially with Perkio doing its thing. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, 50 chips. That does not do that much for me. It's cool, though. I'll take it. I'm not upset about it. There's the photograph with our Baron would be great. One more reroll into Mars. Why not? I need an Eris. We go next round. Perkio's in the right spot. Bink, bink, bink. We go in here. I should remember to move something over. I need to make sure I'm moving my Sock and Buskin to make sure I'm maximizing everything, but that's not needed. Ooh, that was stupid. Did I just remove a king, or did I just delete an ace for no reason? I think I just deleted an ace, which, not the end of the world, but a little bit dumb. Now we go, actually we leave this. We just do this. And how many times have we played this now? 5 out of 10. We're halfway there. We still haven't even found Telescope. Can we? Okay, well, I forgot about it again. I'm gonna put it back. E14, no worries. Not a problem in the world. And now, we open an Arcana pack. Give me... I don't even know what I want anymore. Diamonds, planet cards. We pop this. Mercury, sure, dude. Whatever. Let's grab a standard. We have so much money, I'm gonna open these. Chances we get what I need are very low, but I'm going to risk it. Star. The Glass Joker's back. Sorry, sir, you had your chance and you blew it. Now we're getting Idol. Played Queen of Diamonds. This is probably worth it. Because by the time we have just these kings, which we are getting relatively close to, Idol is just gonna be those cards. Problem is, who do I get rid of? Is it Canio? It can't be Perkio, it can't be Sock and Buskin. Because if we just rock these 4 cards, plus Brainstorm, we're good. It has to be Canio. Even though it's plus or times 16, it almost, I have to go into Idol. Because Idol is going to be 2 to the power of 5. But also, like, way higher than that. Yo, I got to get rid of Canio. Wait, Canio's negative. I almost goofed big time. And now, what do we do with Idol? Maybe we wait for Idol. I don't think we can take Idol because we need Perkio. With Death, we need this. We need Tribulate. I could get rid of one of these guys, but that feels so bad to do. That does feel so terrible to do. I can't do it. I have to wait until I get a negative before I can bring Idol in, which is tough because we need Perkio. Canio's negative anyways, so something that we can't fill in the slot. We gotta go next round. I'll reroll a couple times. That's so rude. I mean, that's so toxic. You have no idea how toxic that is. Okay. Next round, more deaths. We gotta make our entire hand just kings, red seals. Once we have that... Okay, I just want to make sure I had this red. The serpent's fine. It does not matter to me. Oops, almost goof. We only have 1 red seal here, actually. But that's fine. We will change everything into it. And I may... Delayed gratification. There's kind of no... Oh, wait. No, I am going to get... I'm only going to have 4. But I have a spade. I do have all spades. Okay. We'll play another flush 5. Oof. I am a little bit worried we're losing a lot of cards. And now Canio is going to get better and better, of course. But Canio at this point is starting to lose. I still haven't moved Perkio. I want to move Sock and Buskin over to see our maximum, but we do not need our maximum yet. We're at E13 on ante 11. We're fine. I don't think we actually lost any glass cards there, which is incredible. I don't know how we managed that. We could Hieroglyph. -1 ante. I don't 100% know how this works, but we don't need hands, so I'm gonna do that. I don't know if that really matters, or if it was really important that I did it, but I've done it. We're gonna Hermit for some money, or they're gonna open another Arcana pack for me. None of this matters at all. I'm skipping. And we'll reroll a couple of times for Eris. We get glass card, interesting. Tarot, no. Man, we haven't seen a single Hanged Man this entire time. And at this point, it doesn't matter, but I just think that's crazy. I feel like the chances of that are very low. Let's go again. That's very lame. None of these are super interesting. We'll Hermit again. And I think Perkio's in the right spot. We go next round. There's some more deaths. We could double money for fun, but I want to make use of our Perkio as much as we can, so I shall continue to do as such. We'll death into another king, death a queen into the king, and death a king into itself. You can't make bonus glass, right? I don't actually know all the combos of these guys. Like glass, obviously glass and steel can't be there. I don't think you can have a glass lucky, but I don't know. I don't know what you're allowed to do and what you're not. So I guess we'll find out eventually. I forgot to move it again. We're not really going to move it for a while, because we only need 500,000 points, and we are now getting E14. Did we keep all those again? Oh my god, we did. We kept, out of 10 cards, Ooh, we're going to buy and use this for death. Out of 10 glass cards, we've lost 0. Which means this next hand, we are going to lose all 5. Run info, we are at 7. How are we not maxed out yet? That's crazy. I'll do Mars. We have 2 deaths ready to rock. Opening this just for the giggles of it all. No thanks. Skip. We reroll a couple. This is mainly just to get money, which is silly to re-roll spending money to get money. But what are you going to do? You know? There's some money. And next round, I guess. Perkio's in the right spot. We have 4 deaths to work with. And we start to shift. And now is when it gets interesting because I'm going to do this. Just add the red seal to that king. There's no reason not to do that. Full hand of these kings. I am going to discard these. Hope for... It's weird, but I'm going to death that into itself. And I'm going to keep playing flush 5s to try, I guess, and get Canio up. Wait, plus 18. Did we lose something last time? We might have lost something. Unless we already lose 2? Is that how you know you lose things? I bet we lose 2 here. We do. Because that, interesting. So you know what glass cards you're going to lose before you lose them. And I think that's toxic. Glass card. Let's go planet card for Eris. No. Venus, though. Sure. We'll do a jumbo pack. So we have $200 for no reason. Skip it all. Reroll a couple of times. I don't really know what we're looking for, even. Acrobat, I have no interest in. Upgrade that again. I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing that. But it'll be helpful later, maybe. Chariot, Mars. I'm going to keep my money over 200. And Perkio's in the right spot. 3 more deaths. How many cards we got? Very few that aren't this king. We also only have 37 cards. So I'm a little bit concerned just about the run as a whole coming up. But we're going to play this until I run out of cards. How about that? How about them apples? What do you think? And I'm going to take this and make it red. And now we play another flush 5, and we need, I don't know if that counted as 8 or if this is going to be 9. We lose 2 more of these guys, so we go down to 35 total cards. A little bit scary, but we're still hanging around that E14 range. And now we get 23. I'm kind of surprised we're only getting $23. Can I be real? I feel like that's a little bit egregious. Playing cards we purchase, that's just not... I don't think I want to do this. I think I don't want playing cards popping up here. Because the chance I find what I need is very low. Man, there's just nothing that I want here. You know what I am going to do just to test it? I'm going to see if I can make glass lucky, and if not, I'll just death it back later. But I keep the red seal. Okay, so it does remove the glass. Good for me to know. It's going to be easy enough to get back, so I'm not too worried. Let's open up a planet. Get Eris. Give it to me. We'll do 4 of a kind, I guess. Oh, now we can tell. We only need to play it one more time and then find Telescope, which I do enjoy quite a lot. We'll go Venus. What is that card? I don't even know what that was. Oh. $6 or 8? What is that? $6 per round? No. Deaths come in. We go into small blind. We will death that, and these are the hands we're going to start seeing. So I'm going to get rid of 4 of these, and now we can continue to death. We will bring the queen in and death, and then we play flush 5. And that's our final flush 5 we need to play, because now we have a lot more. We can start playing 4 of a kinds, because that is bigger than flush 5. We don't really have any reason to try and get a higher score for the time being, because we are still at E14. We lost 1 more card, although we lose less cards that way. Retrigger all held in hand abilities. That's not what I want. Let's look for Eris. Yo, I need Telescope so bad. I don't even want these. Can I please get Telescope? I just need that voucher in here. I don't want this voucher. That's not helpful to me at all. Anything of interest? 0. Reroll 1 or 2 more times. This is mainly just looking for Eris if I can find it. But I don't really need it. We'll buy and use Venus, I guess. And then we will Perkio. 3 more deaths. 10.8 million is going to be easy. Let's get that lucky back into a death. glass. We'll pop this guy into a king, and we'll get you over into a glass king. Now we take a peek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. There is, and then is this 8? 8. There is another normal king of spades. We're getting very close to having all of the cards that we need. And now we have, let's do it one more time, just so we make sure we're at 11. And then I'm going to start playing 4 of a kind, just so we lose less glass. Until Eris is high enough, and then we should be fine. We don't have telescope anyway, so there's really no risk. We lose 2 more, 23 mult, it's great. And that's going to be a free 23 mult every time. Eris, beautiful. Fool, buy and use. I could have done that for Eris, but I'm not going to. We buy and use Eris here. We go planet, Eris, Eris, Eris. Come on. There it is. Still no telescope, but that's fine. We will live for the time being. That's fun. But it's not going to be what we do. Here's the thing. Actually, wait, I'm kind of dumb. We should be adding cards, because I can death them really easily. That's how we stop ourselves from running out of cards. We just keep adding cards, and then I death them back into kings. So playing this, actually, important. That's actually relatively important, I'm realizing. Okay, hopefully that is a smart way to go. If we ever get idle, not ancient joker, if we ever get idle, though, that could absolutely destroy us. This is times 3, not really that worth it. We Perkio for more deaths. We go the wall, 28 million. Wow, okay. Let's just discard all of these. Wow, we have so many of these cards, I can't not find them. That is unreal work. Oh my gosh, it's all we're finding. I mean, it's not that crazy to me. I understand it, but it is wild that it's just that many. We are going to here into death. And then we have now played 11 hands of flush 5 and 0 4 of a kind. So I have 4, or I guess 10 free 4 of a kind hands to play to lose less. I could even 3 of a kind at this point, but then that pushes 3 of a kind up over flush 5 if we find telescope. So we play 4 of a kind. Let's just for fun see what 4 of a kind, which is our highest possible. It's probably better to do a flush 5. Just because we get more sock and buskin action. But let's see what this looks like with only a 4 of a kind, re-triggering sock and buskin over and over and over again. How much higher that is. Let's see. I mean, it's quite large. It is E18, and I don't even know how many cards we just lost. I feel like it was a lot. We only have 30 cards total. And there we are. Antimatter. That's huge. Now we can get idle. We can get more brainstorm blueprint. We can dabble big time with another joker slot. That's actually so enormous. I'm so glad we did that. Chariot bonus wild, no. Now we go celestial. We go Eris. Come on. There it is. Flush 5. Beautiful. That's near max. We'll go Mars, I guess, to keep that viable for a little bit longer. And now we can add a joker in here, which is very helpful. I think idle's probably the best joker we can get for this. I can't imagine there's anything better than that. Chariot Earth. We'll pop an Eris and we will go into the next round. Make sure to move Perkio back over. Glad I remembered that. Only need 300 million at this point, so we are looking really good. Now, we only have 2, 3, maybe 4 other cards, so we are going to discard 4 at a time. 5 at a time. Give me something. There we are. The 9 goes with the death, and then after this, I guess we keep death just in case, because we're going to want to keep adding cards to our deck. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to want to keep adding cards to our deck and then deathing them over, so we can continue to win, but soon enough I won't need to death that much, and I can remove this first death and just have a bunch of negatives. And then maybe Perkio can leave? I don't know, though. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's 4 of a kind. Let's play this. I'm not going to move Perkio. I don't want to forget next time for my deaths. But this is okay. We're going to let this build. We've already beat it. We beat it just with the mult alone. We just lost a lot of cards, huh? 29 mult. Okay. We got to stop losing cards quite quickly because I'm getting frightened. We open a planet pack for Eris. No, but we pop Venus. That's fine. Then we rock an Arcana pack in Strength, Magician. Just no Arcana is going to do anything for us at this point. Let's see. Has a scoring club card and a scoring card of any other suit. I haven't seen this. That's an interesting card for sure. What do we have? We only have like 3 other cards, so let's buy the 7. Because why not? We can turn it into something later. No. What else do we want? One more? Wheel of Fortune? Come on. Oh, that would have been nice. Let's buy a random Joker. Okay, that's not hopeful. I don't have any 8s. You have been sold. One more. I'm greedy. King. It's a King of Spades, actually. How fun is that? We could make a 4 of a kind without using glass. Aha! Interesting. We next round into Perkio for more death. We need a rare... Ooh, let's skip this. Let's skip that so we can get a rare Joker. Who knows what it could be? It could be anything. There's the 7. I now death into it. I discard 5 kings. We hope for something else. There's my glass queen that has now been deathed. And what lives? We have this queen. Oh. Nope. That's it. And then the King of Spades. I don't think I just have a normal glass king anymore, so they're all red seals, which is perfect. We shall... I mean, I guess there's no reason not to discard a couple more times to try and get... No, okay. We are overwhelmed with kings. 4 of a kind. Bingo, 600 million is not going to be a problem. We should beat 600 million just with our multiplier, which is then multiplied by about 1,000 more. So... that's 30 times mult for Canio. I don't think it's ever going to be worth it to make this repeated by Brainstorm and Blueprint. I don't think it ever will. Burnt Joker? That's actually not bad. Like, just for the time being. We find Telescope. Let's go. Okay, now every planet pack is going to have Eris, and we can just level that up every time. That's perfect. We're in a great spot. Now we buy Burnt Joker, because I'm going to be discarding 5 of those kings every time. That's actually a nice one to have for a while. I don't even know why I'm opening these anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Ooh, I could death this king. Right? We have a free death. We'll use that, get it back. Are we done? We just have this queen left. It's the only card that remains. Skip. And we will peek around at anything else that's interesting. We pop Hermit. I reroll one more time. We pop Eris. Beautiful. Are we now looking at Flush 5 being the strongest? We are. We are now at that point in the run. One more. Greedy. Nothing. Okay. Next round with Perkio. I'm going to grab a couple deaths. Ooh, another rare Joker. Another rare Joker. Okay. I do like Burnt Joker, but it's not going to be our best guy. So let's... I don't know if I want to do both of these. I guess I do. It's probably not the best play, but I'm going to do it. Let me go... Let me discard this so we level up Burnt Joker. But this isn't that helpful for deaths because I don't know... Oh, wait, no, we're good. We've done it. Now I death this. I could make tarot cards out of Queen, but now our whole deck... Make sure every single one is a glass card red seal. It is. Our entire deck is glass red seal kings. I'm moving Sock and Buskin over here. And we look at what our absolute maximum potential is as of right now. It can increase. It can go down. But as of right now, I think we're on a really good path to make it higher. This is the maximum of what we could possibly get with Sock and Buskin moved over, getting copied 2 other times. We are at E21, and that is diabolical. I think there is an argument to get rid of Canio and Perkio at some point, and definitely Burnt Joker. I think that's very possible. -1 ante, -1 discard. Sick, we go down an ante again. For sure. We have all of the same card. I don't need to discard, and I don't need hands. We standard pack, and we have 27 cards. Let's throw in a card from this. Whoa. No, that's it. I mean, that's it, right? We get rid of Burnt Joker. We get DNA. We can make 3 new glass Red Seal Kings every time. So our deck gets bigger rather than smaller. And then Canio can start to build, but our deck never runs out. I think Burnt Joker has to go. I think we can change Death to something else, though, and I have no idea what that should be. Perkio might just be able to go. Although, Planet cards is the play. Okay, we sell this. We then buy DNA, move DNA over to here, and then we're going to be swapping these 3 cards around as we play. I think we don't need Death anymore, except for the 6, which might have been stupid to buy at this point, but it's okay. Temperance, we buy it. That's fine, that's fine. I think we go next round for Perkio. We don't need this many deaths. I don't even know why that was necessary. But we go into small blind ante 13. DNA. And then the Burnt Joker's gone. So we just play 1 high card, right? You have to play it. First hand has only 1 card. And this is going to shift, so we get 3 of them. Yep. Great news. And so we can continue to make our deck larger and build Canio at the same time. Now we swap Perkio back so I don't forget. And we start to discard as much as we can, because realizing I don't want that 6. Sick. And we death into the king, and we are done. We will move. Let me make sure Sock and Buskin's a smart play, because this is going to re-trigger, which is like 2 to the 6th power, right? Because it's going to trigger, because it's a king times 2, that's 1. Then because it's a glass card is 1. Then it red seals for 2 more. And then it re-triggers for 4 more. So it's 2 to the 8th power, which is massive. What is 2 to the 8th power? 256. Okay, so this is essentially acting, which one? Tribulate is essentially times 256. But you add in Brainstorm and Blueprint to Sock and Buskin, and it's diabolical. I want to make sure that Tribulate and Sock and Buskin are working in the correct order, though, so let's make sure I know what's going on. It's Tribulate first, then again. It's a little fast. I know I have my speed on really high, so I'm trying to make sure I have in the right order. All things considered, it doesn't necessarily matter, but I'm sure late game, these little adjustments make a big difference. We are at E21 and have so much, longer to go in this run because of what we're finding. The only thing I take here is exactly a king. I think this is the last one I ever open, because I need my perfect king in order to actually really care. Now, I think, because every card's the exact same, I can sell all the deaths. We sell them all. I hope that's the right play. Now we can reroll into... You can't have glass and steel, so it's not going to be that build. I want Eris, and I want that up here. That's what I'm looking for now. I'm not going to use the Eris. I'm going to buy it. We're going to buy and use. We're going to get $20 more. Great. Just want Eris out of this little line of cards. Let me move Perkio so I don't forget. I'm going to reroll until this is 15. Lovers, 14. Last one? No! Okay, that's fine. We go next round. Actually, it doesn't matter if Perkio's here. We're going to keep this because we don't have a card to upgrade. I guess it makes sense to just buy this and then do it so that we have it just in case. Ooh, I forgot to put Perkio. It doesn't matter. It's still Mars, so... I don't really care. We will just upgrade that a couple of times. We select, and in no discards matter, we just DNA once every time, but we shift it, we play it, we get a bunch more kings, our hand gets larger, and then we can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. And it doesn't matter if we lose them, because we're building so many of them. So at the moment, we're good. I'm not concerned about our point totals. We're going to be well into the E realm. We have over 1,000 in the chip side of things, E15. I love how delayed gratification is just sitting here being lame. Oh, I could Wheel of Fortune a bunch. I might do that. I might Wheel of Fortune a bunch. I should have waited to Wheel of Fortune and then use Fool, but I guess I'll just use Mars. I'm going to buy Wheel of Fortune and not use it, because I can get, like, I actually don't know if everything has something on it. Does Polychrome take priority, or is it completely random, and can it overwrite what's already there? I actually don't know. Either way, we get an Eris out of here because of our beautiful telescope. And we can reroll a little bit. Hanging Chad is good. I don't think we go that route, though. We could Fool Eris again, which I'm going to buy and use into Eris. Oh man, which one of these is better? It's probably smarter to keep Eris as our card because it's here, so I'm going to use Wheel of Fortune. Maybe not. Maybe it's not as smart to do that. But now we can move Perkio here. Next round, we get a bunch of Eris, right? And then we can just continue to upgrade this really big. It's going to take a while to do this, but it is worth it just to continue to do that over and over again. -1 hand size doesn't matter because we play the king. We get 3 more of them. Oh, I only get 1 more. That was stupid. I forgot to move it over. That's fine. Just to save myself a little bit. Ooh, do I win with this, though? I have to win with this, right? 94 billion? I just don't want to lose that many. It's fine. Guys, let's be so real. It doesn't matter. If we lose all 5 of these, it doesn't matter. I just have to remember to move DNA over. And there's some, I don't know if it's a Joker or if it's a, like, some other card. This can give me 1.5 times mult just by being up here. That mixed with Perkio could be insane. Oh, thanks. That does not matter. Let's get double Eris. We'll go here. And then I want to continue to upgrade Mars as well if we can. I just don't really care. Because if we find a bad boss blind, I'm going to want to be able to pivot off of Flush 5 because it's going to... I think it's the Ox, which says if you play Flush 5, set your money to 0 or something. Which isn't that big of a deal, but I would rather it didn't do that. Now, what am I building for here? What am I even looking for? What am I aiming to find out of here? Anything other than maybe an Eris? Like, not really, right? Perkio's going to give me more. We swap this over. We go next. We throw a king out. We make a bunch more of them. We're in a great spot. This continues to go. I got really scared that I goofed that because we didn't win, but I forgot that's how that worked. Now we go Flush 5 again. I upgrade them 3 more times. I think we might be getting close-ish to the end. I think there's potential to really make this better. DNA honestly could go. We could get rid of DNA if we find something really nice. I think we're reaching the point where we're not going to run out of cards before we lose against blinds. But we'll see. This is like E21 we're going to get right now, something like that. Do we go higher? Still E21. So until a blind gets to E21, we're okay. But there is... I don't know why I'm opening Arcana. What am I looking for in here? I guess Wheel of Fortune. No, okay. $4 for a chance at a Wheel of Fortune chance. Whatever. Alright, I don't know what we're looking for right now. This is smart. I know there's a couple of cards that could be crazy, and I want to find them. And that's what we're looking for. But they have to exist. I'm going to buy and use this just to keep this going. Roll again. That's fine. One more. I don't want to go too much. I want to keep all of my ability to keep going alive. I want money. I'm smart. Everything's free. I don't care. This is E13, E13, E13. We win this easily. We now DNA up here. We play it. We get 3 more of them. By the time we find a card that is going to do us well, we can get rid of DNA. That's fine. Because right now, DNA is very helpful, but we have 37 cards again. We were at 25, I think, at one point. So It's going well. DNA is doing what it needs to do. Let's move Sock and Buskin over because I do think that's still the most important card to keep there. I don't think it matters between Triboulet and Sock and Buskin. But again, you can let me know in the comments if I have those incorrect. I think Sock and Buskin's better because I think Sock and Buskin allows the red seal to re-trigger. I don't know though. And this is times 38 now, which is beautiful. We get 19 more dollars. We go Planet Pack very easily for our Eris. Then we grab a Spectral Pack to add Polychrome. No, that would be terrible. This would also be terrible. No thanks. Polychrome is what saves us long term. Buy that, I guess. I don't even know if we win with 3 of a kind at this point. One more. Okay, we go next round. We move Perkio over. Is it? I think it's a Joker card that allows each of these to be a 1.5 times mult for their selected hand. Wait a minute. Oh, we lose. Oh, it's over. Oh, we lose. Oh. Oh, that's kind of atrocious. And that's the risk with this kind of a run, isn't it? Isn't that the risk? I didn't even really look at the plant. We didn't have an opportunity to re-roll it. I'm gonna play this, I guess, to make. I guess it didn't matter, because all this gives me is whatever this number is. I think we lose. I think that's it. I'm gonna play Eris here to try to bump it up one more time. Re-triggering all face cards doesn't matter. Maybe there's a small possibility that just times 38 times 3. There's just no shot though. This is just gonna be this. Man, I think we're cooked. Triboulet. I mean, I can do this. 2 more. I probably shouldn't have DNA'd, actually. We only have 2 hands to make this happen. Let's just see. I mean, they're all completely debuffed. 11 billion. I don't think that gets me there at all. That is unfortunate. I don't think there's any way out of that. We didn't even find a reroll voucher at all. And that's going to do it right there. Wow. I mean, absolutely brutal to find the plant at this point in the game with this build. 22 billion. What an out-of-nowhere death. If you guys can get farther, let me know. Join the Discord down below. Put your builds and your scores in there. Astonishingly, anti-14. We were well above the score. Maybe we should have kept our guy from the very beginning. Disabling boss blinds. Very fun stuff. Let me know what I could have done differently. Still learning the game. It's a lot of fun, though. And with all that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.